Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rob Angell. I'm an Associate Professor in Marketing Research at Southampton Business School. I'm also the Director of Internationalisation, and I'm a faculty member here who teaches marketing and marketing effectiveness to our undergraduates and to our postgraduate students. So marketing is the institutions and processes for creating, communicating and delivering value to customers, stakeholders and society at large. The interesting thing about marketing is that it's a wide spectrum, or a toolbox if you like, of skills, techniques, aptitudes that are needed to deliver this value. And what we do at Southampton Business School is we try to teach our students this entire toolbox over the course of the time that they spend with us. The thing that excites me and gets me up in the morning is the diversity in what marketing offers. And for me personally, some of the roles that I play at the university is trying to mitigate against the mistakes that people make about what marketing really is, okay? And we have a lot of fun with this at Southampton Business School. Okay, so three of the things that people normally make the mistake of with marketing is as follows. Number one, they think that marketing is all about selling. If we take the analogy of building a house, for instance, marketing is actually the goal of finding the land where you're going to put your house. It's the process of finding the materials that you're going to use to build your house. It's about actually building that house, making it look beautiful from the inside and out, and then telling people you've built the house. Selling is actually the process of putting the roof on top. For salespeople, if marketers do their job properly, then they will also do their job well, because marketing underpins and provides the function by which salespeople can do the best job possible. Number two, marketing is all about creativity. That's actually wrong. I think that marketing is a very unique and interesting social science discipline. It's actually one of the only disciplines that does this perfectly, because it blends together what is both art and science into one kind of unique subject area. We're interested in marketing, in creating things. Okay? That means that we need to be innovative. That means that we need to have a kind of creative mindset for everything that we do. But also, we need to be analytical in our approach. We need to understand consumers and stakeholders in society, and this takes a kind of scientific or mathematical brain. We also have to test our ideas and concepts using kind of experimental methodologies. And then we have to manage and measure what we've actually done through our creative endeavours. So that's what makes marketing so exciting, because we're not only creative, we're also scientific in our approach. And we can't try and teach this through our curriculum at Southampton Business School. Number three, we have a sort of saying within our faculty, which is teamwork makes the dream work. And you've probably heard this before. What I've learned throughout my career is that marketing works most efficiently when teams come together for groupthink. So anybody, at any time, any place, with any background can have a creative spark of an idea, something that may change the world. But it takes a team, and normally a team with a very diverse background, and background in terms of culturally, but also in terms of the subject discipline that they come from, that can bring those ideas together and scale them for markets. What we try and do at Southampton Business School is we try and encourage our students to work together in teams, to develop ideas. This might be a new business idea, or it could be an assignment that they're working on for one of their modules. But we think that, as I mentioned before, teamwork makes the dream work. To succeed at Southampton Business School, I think there are two unique characteristics or attributes students need to have. You're going to be amongst some of the brightest minds in business on the planet. Okay, so here are my two tips. Number one, be gritty. What that means is you need to persevere. We're going to challenge you throughout the course of your time here, and you need to rise to the challenge. You need to come like the phoenix from the flames and achieve your best work by persevering. Number 2, we're going to produce you with a number of different opportunities to succeed and be successful. The really successful students at Southampton Business School stand up to the mark here and take those opportunities, whether they be working with companies, whether they be developing a new business idea, or whether it means being part of an international community and enriching our campus. Those are the kind of opportunities that we provide you, and I suggest that any student that study here reaches out and grasps everything that we give them and we offer. So one of the things that we teach at Southampton Business School is critical thinking. And to be a successful marketer, you need to have kind of X-ray vision to look at consumers and people in society and understand why they behave the way that they do. Okay? Now I'm just going to talk about one particular way that people behave and why it may surprise you. Okay? And this is in line with what we'd normally teach on campus and certainly in some of my lessons. Okay, so let me run this by you here. If I was to say that you were going to a supermarket and you were going to buy your groceries for the week, you reach into your pocket and you pull out your wallet, okay? In your wallet, you find some cash. This is going to buy your groceries for the next week. What you find in your wallet is one of 2 different situations. Number 1, when you pull out some money, you have this. A clean, crisp, beautiful £5 note. Alternatively, the other option is you pull out this dirty, slightly mangled, crumpled note. My question to you is, of which of these 2 options are you likely to spend the most money in store? Think about that for a second. Now, if you were being rational, the answer to that question would probably be, I need to buy my groceries. It wouldn't make a difference. Therefore, I would spend the same amount regardless of the 2 options you provided me with. But what we know from business school, what we know from consumer behaviour, what we know from psychology is that humans, people, tend not to behave rationally. Now there's a clue there. We don't necessarily behave in the way that the rational being would normally behave, and therefore social scientists would predict they behave. Let me tell you about a study. Students at a university in the States were invited to a laboratory. The laboratory was a supermarket store. You can probably see where this is going. In the store, there were a number of different items that these students could buy. They could buy toiletries or they could buy confectionery products. The group of students was broken into 2. The first group was given $20 with the following instructions. Here is $20. You can buy anything that you want in the store. Whatever you don't buy, whatever you don't spend, you can keep in change. The other group was given exactly the same instructions. The only difference between the 2 groups is that the first group were given money which was clean and crisp, unused. The other group was given their $20 and it was mangled, dirty and not particularly attractive. The experimenters then let their students walk around the store, choose their items and then pay for them. Remember, if they were being rational, on average between the 2 groups, they should have bought and spent exactly the same amount. And therefore, at the end of the experiment, of that $20, they should have roughly the same amount to put in their pockets and walk out. But that wasn't the finding. What they found was, in the group that was given the clean, crisp $20, those people spent $4. In the group that were given the mangled, these guys spent $12. What does that tell us? It tells us that people who have money that isn't attractive, that has been contaminated in our perception by others, that has been used, isn't as attractive to us, and therefore we want to rid ourselves of them. It's a theory called contagion theory. We like, however, new things that have been untouched by other people, and therefore we want to keep them, and we don't want to get rid of them as quickly. And this holds for money as much as it does for other items. Let me give you just one more example, and hopefully this will point out some of the other attributes of this particular theory. And I'm going to ask it to you in a way that hopefully shows you how you behave. Imagine that you go to a retail store to buy some clothes, maybe today or tomorrow afternoon. You walk around the store, and as you walk around the store, you touch other items. You feel those products, you feel those clothes. You find a t-shirt that you really like. Do you take the one at the front of the rack and take it to the counter? Probably not. You reach for the ones at the back, the ones that haven't been touched by other people, the ones that haven't been contaminated. This happens in a number of different areas in marketing, and we see it particularly in retail and consumer behaviour. Marketers have to therefore have their X-ray vision glasses on. They need to see behind the behaviour, and they have to understand why consumers, people in society behave in the way they do. That's the kind of thing that we teach at Southampton Business School, and we provide the skills and the techniques to be able to do this. I really hope to see you in Southampton next year. When you're here, please stop by my office for a cup of tea and a chat. Thank you.